I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's a full moon today, so I'm doing a full moon special. Didn't even realise when I made that daily read for yesterday that it's the full moon today, but it is. And it's a very interesting daily read for today, Friday the 5th. Let me just go on my live and make sure it's working. So it's very interesting reading because, as I said, I didn't realise it was the full moon. And yeah, the daily read for Friday the 5th of June is all about empowerment and it's all about sorting stuff out. But at the start of it, it seemed like the energies were sorting out relationship difficulties. And then toward the end of it, as I went deeper into it, it's more about sorting out issues within ourselves that have been hindering relationships. And it's all about empowerment. And you know how when people don't feel empowered, they try and use their boundaries, or they try and use manipulation, or they use bullying or something like that. It's always a symptom of not feeling empowered. Because when you're truly empowered, you're open-hearted. You can be empowered and open-hearted. But when you're not feeling empowered, that's when you want to pull out your boundaries and try and manipulate people, try and make everything so narrow so that people will follow that path that you want them to to follow. So it's very constrictive rather than being open. And so this full moon, according to the daily read, it's about, I'm going to go deeper into it with the cards, but this full moon, it's about sorting out issues within ourselves that's causing problems in relationships, in friendships, romantic relationships, family relationships, all kinds of relationships. To do with empowering ourselves. Hey, lovely mama. Eva, yes, your soulmate read. I was up so early this morning and I managed to get all the readings out of the way that had been booked overnight. I'm functioning today. Hey Chris, how are you? I love the daily read today. Yeah, and so it's a full moon read. It's very interesting, isn't it? The daily read's really interesting today, I think so. And so it's all about sorting something out in ourselves. So it's like something's going to be revealed today or around this full moon to reveal what we've been doing, how we've been constricting things, or how we've been kind of dealing. You know, when we've got an issue, we kind of deal with it. We work around it, you know. It's like, I don't know, it's like breaking your toe or something and then putting your weight on the side of your foot instead. You work around it when you've got an issue, when you've got a problem like that. And that's what this full moon is about, saying that we've been working around an issue that we've got instead of seeing it clearly and seeing how we're working around it and it being revealed so that we can actually sort that issue out. And that's what this full moon is about, sorting that issue out that's inside of ourselves. And so at the start of it, it seemed like it was a day to communicate in relationships and sort something out, as if something's outside of ourselves. And then going deeper into that daily read, the further into it I got, and realized it's not about that at all. It's about sorting something out in ourselves that is hindering our relationships, causing constriction, causing us to walk on the side of our foot kind of thing. And not be open, not be empowered and open, but be constricted and try. You know, like when you're in a relationship and you try and withdraw your attention or do this and do that to make them do what you want to do, instead of you being in an empowered state, being open, and then receiving what it is that you want to receive from whoever can give it, not from that particular person that you're trying to get it out of. Hey Joanna, hey Barbara, how are you both? You good? The card of the day today, so I'm going to go deeper into it. I'm going to pull some more cards for this full moon. The card of the day is self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. It's all about loving ourselves today, even though it seems like sorting relationships outside of us out. It's not. It's about sorting our relationship with ourselves out. So, because it's the full moon, and I didn't realize, I'm just having a one-day sale on the full moon readings, because I do have a bit of time left today available. And so I've put $30 off them today. I'll just pop the link up here for the full moon read. So that's $30 off that today. If you feel like getting some guidance from your higher self and more information about what you need to let go of this full moon. And also, did you see? I've started the competition of how many cards are in this bag. That's all you need to do. Not in here, because these live comments, they don't do anything for my YouTube channel. It doesn't promote the videos kind of thing. It's just the comments on the videos themselves that stay there, you know. But if you guess how many cards are in here, just one guess per video. The first person to guess the right number will win a free reading with me. So yeah, just one guess per video. So watch all the videos, have a guess each day on the daily, and on every star sign week ahead, and bonus read if you like. So let's do it. Let's go deeper into the daily read, into this full moon energy. What's going on? We've got a lot of planetary stuff going on at the moment. Really. There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, communication. I am that. Yeah, I'm feeling like this full moon is about communication, but we've got to be clear about ourselves first before we communicate ourselves. There's no point in communicating ourselves before we're really, until we've seen what's behind it, what's running us, what's running our programs. Hey Vaughn, hey Estrella, how are you both? Yeah, so communication. So if you've got clarity lately in the last couple of days of some constriction that you've had, some issue that you had and you've been working around it in some way, then today could be the day to communicate and to sort something out in relationships, whatever relationships those are, family, friends, romantic relationships. But if you haven't had that awareness of something new being revealed to you, some issue that you've got and how you've been working around that, how you've been kind of trying to protect that, trying to constrict relationships, trying to manipulate them in some way. Like, none of us think that we're doing that, but then we do, you know, we do. We withdraw our attention, or we decide, no, I'm not going to do that or say that thing because, you know, they're not doing the right thing. You know, we do that. You've been feeling scattered, Mary? Yeah. And so, yeah, communication comes after this full moon energy is what I'm feeling. But if you have already had that insight, which I feel is coming for all of us, and it might be a shock, but I feel like it's coming for all of us, this full moon, this insight, then don't communicate yet, because you're not really communicating yourself. You're communicating your issues. You're communicating your patterns rather than who you really are. So I think there could be a bit of a reveal going on around this full moon, maybe today or around this time, of what patterns we've been in, what we've been doing ourselves. It's funny, because everyone that ordered a reading in the night ordered the same reading. It was all soulmate readings. So I think people have already been picking up on this energy and realizing that they need more information about themselves in it. Because, isn't that weird? Everyone booked the same reading last night. Usually it's a complete mix, unless the half price sale is on, and then it tends to be just guidance readings in the half price sale. But usually it's a complete mix of readings that I get through in the night. This time, only soulmate readings. So it's definitely about relationships. I guess predominantly romantic relationships. What if it's a relationship that the other soul doesn't want you to fix? Well, that will be their constriction. That will be their constriction too. So maybe they'll be waking up this full moon too. Why? How they're trying to protect themselves, how they're trying to constrict it. So it's all about power. You know, when we're not feeling powerful, that's when we want to manipulate. That's when we want to try and steer people down a really small path and not giving them any leeway because we don't trust them. Yeah? And so, yeah. So it depends on their awareness, Mary. If their awareness is, if they're looking at themselves, if they're going to see the signs that they get given around this full moon and have some higher awareness about that in themselves, then if they're that kind of person, then yeah, they're going to get it. And some people do, some people surprise us. Some people don't seem to have very much awareness, but then they'll get something, they'll pick something up, and they'll realize that that's what they've been doing. All about control, all about empowerment. Because when we're feeling disempowered, we try and control other people. And when we're not, when we're feeling empowered, we can just be wide open and then attract those that can give us what we're ready for. So look, we've also got jealousy this moment too. So there's all kinds of shit going on in relationships today. All kinds of shit. I feel like it's full moon energy. People go crazy, right? It's that energy. Like people be all over the place. And jealousy. It's like suddenly someone's jealous of you, or suddenly a partner blows up at you, and accuses you of cheating on them or something like that. And it's like, hang on a minute, where's this come from? It's this moment card. It's like suddenly these random feelings come out, and it's all about the same thing. It's all about the issues within them, or the issues within you, if that's what you're doing too. Eva, I was undecisive. I was stuck between past, present, future reads or soulmate read. God knows I'm ready for my soulmate. Well, read your reading. I think yours was the last one I just did. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so random emotional outburst today. Don't take it. If someone's doing this to you, don't take it to heart, because it's not about you. It's about their issues. If you're doing this to someone else. So if you have a random new feeling about somebody, question yourself. Yeah, it's coming to show you this pattern that you've got, this issue that you've got. Everything's coming up for a reason today. Interesting. No, I'll have you anxious. No, it pretty much said you're not quite ready yet. So anyway, you read the information, because you can get ready. That's what the soulmate reads are about, telling you how to get ready. You can do the work that's in there and be ready. And if your next partner isn't quite ready yet, then it just shifts. Like once you're ready, as I said, if you're empowered and you're ready, you're doing the work, then whoever is that next partner for you can come in. Not necessarily the same one. So if you do that work, it could not be the same one, that I talked about. Because they didn't seem ready either. Yeah, today is a good day to go within and notice all the stuff that's going on inside of you, and then deal with it within yourself. Like meditation. Yeah. If you feel like doing that communication, I really don't feel like it's the day to do it. I really don't feel like it's the day to do it. And so it's soothe yourself, sort yourself out, feel better in yourself. It's the day to do that for sure. Day to hide away. I think, people might be causing arguments, causing problems, that kind of thing today. So if in doubt, hide away. But this is, if something's coming up for you, there's something new coming up for you today on this full moon, you want to figure out what it is, right? And this is saying, and the deity is saying that it's not them, it's you. It's something inside of you. And so, better not to get involved with the other person and try and project stuff onto them or manipulate them even further or any of that stuff. And spend time by yourself looking into it, meditating on it, looking into it, figuring out what it is, soothing yourself, trying to find some peace within yourself with it. Yeah, because I'm really picking up it's something we're completely unaware of yet, have been completely unaware of, some way that we're protecting ourselves because of an issue that we've got, some kind of trauma that we've had, some kind of pain that we've been through. Like stubbing our toe, breaking our toe, and walking on the side of our foot for so long that we forget that we're walking on the side of our foot. Yeah? And then walking on the side of our foot is causing problems in our legs. It's like we've got problems in our relationships caused by us trying to protect ourselves in some way, trying to take power over the other person or manipulate them in some way or constrict the boundaries for them to try and get around this issue instead of sorting the issue out in ourselves. So it's the day to sort it out within ourselves because we want to make the most of this opportunity. That's funny. So we've got that gentle, quieted heart and go within, and then we've got physical action and detachment. This is like actually take physical action to get out of there, to get out of that situation, especially if someone's projecting shit onto you. And if you're feeling like projecting shit onto someone else too, it's like, get on your bike and ride away. It's not the day to communicate. It's not the day to try and sort things out. It's not the day to try and reason with people. It's the day to leave people alone for them to figure out what it is that they're doing in themselves, and for you to do the same thing too. So this is actually saying, like, get away from them. If you find yourself in that situation, walk away, or get on your bike and ride away. Run away. Go back to your room. Go back to your home. Actually take physical action, detach from it. So yeah, don't stay and argue. Definitely don't stay and argue, because then you're going to miss everything that you're getting from it. So don't take it on if it's someone else doing it to you. That's not your stuff, that's their stuff. But if you've got a new feeling about someone, like jealousy or rage or a new feeling that comes in, it's not something that you've felt before about a person. Don't project it onto them. Don't tell them about it. Look into it yourself, because it's about you. It's not about them. Wild. So, who wants a reading? Ooh. So yeah, I've taken $30 off my full moon readings today. It'll only be today, and it'll probably be just until I've maybe got time to do about 6 of them today, because the half price sale will be starting later on. The half price sale will be starting in about 12 hours on my, what is it? It's the biggest block readings today, which is really good. The biggest block readings. That is like this full moon energy as well, so it's good timing. I didn't even think about it. I just picked it randomly. But yeah, if you want to get one of those full moon readings today, you're welcome to do that. Basically, stay inside and drink wine tomorrow. Sounds like it. But it could be good to like get out there and just see, who's triggering you, who's doing what. And then go back home. Eva's up first. Eva, what's going on for you? Ooh, past. Yeah, past relationship stuff. Not feeling good enough, and you think it's them that didn't think you were good enough, but really it was you that didn't feel good enough, and they were a mirror reflection to how you were feeling. So it was all about you. So you think you're forgiving them, but really it's about you, and you weren't feeling good enough. You weren't feeling good enough, and so you attracted someone that also didn't think you were good enough either. And so while you're forgiving them, you've got to forgive yourself too. It's been pouring here for days. Yeah, it's nice when you feel like staying in, and the rain supports you in that. It's good. So yeah, Eva, you weren't feeling good enough. So it wasn't, things don't happen to us. People don't do things to us unless we've got that in our energy ourselves. So whoever made you not feel good enough, you already had that inside of yourself. They were reflecting it back to you. So, whew. This came up in your reading. Oh my God. Someone's going to get in touch with you, and they're going to tell you lies. My God, this came up in your reading. Read your reading, Eva. This could be today, tomorrow for you. Someone gets in touch with you, an ex, and they'll tell you complete lies. Be careful of that. Someone's going to come into your life and do this projection thing that I'm talking about. Yeah. Watch out. That's come out twice for you today, this morning. So, yeah, that's a definitely going to happen thing. Just be prepared for it. And get your garlic out and your cross and your holy water and what else. You just, yeah, be careful. Someone wanting to get in the same pattern as you were in before. They're trying to hoodwink you. They're trying to get you to come back and just do the same thing as you did before. Say no. Just say no. Chris, what's going on for you apart from staying inside and drinking wine? I'm going training straight after this. And I managed to do those videos yesterday, so I've got only 13 to make today, which is good. Get your sage out, yeah. All the defences. Get all the defences out. Chris. Right. Yours is more gentle version of it, Chris. You've got guidance coming in, slow guidance. So yours isn't so much in your face, full moon energy. It's more slowly guidance. I feel like you've been getting the guidance already. You've been working on it already. So it's probably really good timing for you this full moon because of the time you've had alone lately. Yeah, you've already had the guidance. So you know how I was saying it's not the day to communicate unless you've already had the guidance, unless you've just been figuring something out that you've been doing in relationships. That could be you. Let's see. Yeah, you've got a new start. A new start. It's like an old chapter ends, a new one begins for you, Chris. And it's not just in your work and stuff, it's in all kinds of things. A whole new chapter for you. And you are stepping out of that old way of being. So stuff that will show up, that guidance that will show up little by little over this full moon is going to be around that. Around what you need to let go of to move forward. Those old patterns. That new awareness of what you've been doing. Who's next? Estrella. Estrella's up next. Of course you can have a reading. Oh. Yeah, so this full moon for you, Estrella, things are changing around your abundance. They are. But very slowly. And it's because you're having to change really slowly. This is like, and this has come up in people's readings lately as well, in private readings. It's like you've been doing the work around abundance. You've been doing courses or reading books about it, working on it, trying to change your money mindset, all of that stuff. You've been trying to change that, but your abundance situation hasn't been changing. So it's not that, or that's just a part of it. There's something else going on here. There's something behind it. And yeah, of course, it's not all about money mindset. And so you need to have patience with this journey because you are on it. You are changing it, but it's going to be slower than you think. And it doesn't, it's okay. It's okay for it to be slower than you think. You might think that you need to have abundance now. You need to get it now, but you don't because the universe is looking after you. And so your next step, I feel like you've done the money mindset stuff. You've been working on that stuff and changing your vibration with abundance, but that's not enough. Then you've got to do something. And so then it turns into your focus needing to be on how you're of service or what you're going to put out. So it's about the resources inside of yourself to put out there. And so, yeah, this isn't so much about relationships for you, this full moon. It's about your abundance, your relationship with yourself and abundance. And it's changing slowly. Probably too slowly for your liking, but it's all in alignment. It's all in alignment. So don't worry about that. You're not behind. You're not behind, Estrella. You're not. Joao, how are you? Joao's up next. I feel like I've really been doing the work the past 4 months and I'm ready for this, for a new start. Awesome. Chris. Joao. Oh, I feel like you get the same guidance again and again, Joao. And I say that every time too. You're welcome, Estrella. Yeah, Joao, Go within and decide. You've got some decisions to make. Your energy's a bit scattered, as if like, I want this, I want that. You're just like reaching out for lots and lots of different things, not really getting great clarity on what you really, really want. What's really deep in your heart. And you've got to have patience with this too. So again, with you, Joya, it's not about relationships with you. It's about the relationship with yourself. Being more at peace with yourself, and then from a restful place deciding, from a patient place deciding what you really want. Not from a grasping place, not from a I need some abundance now place and deciding. That's deciding based on fear. And so it's like your higher self is trying to slow you down, get you to a peaceful place, a restful place, and then decide what you really want. Go within, decide what you really want. You're scared, Barbara. Scared of my readings. A lot of people are scared of my readings. It's funny. Yvonne's up next. Oh, you got the abundance card as well, and the doubt card. Doubt cancels abundance. So your abundance is being shaken up at the moment, what it means to you. Whether you trust it, whether you trust the universe, whether you trust yourself. So this is when these two cards come out together, this is someone that's tearing themselves apart. So half of them is in the abundance vibration. It's like you've got half of the picture, you're doing half of it right, and then the other half of you is doubting abundance, and it's like you're tearing yourself apart. This is like, I don't know, someone that earns all the money and then gives all the money away, something like that. What was it I saw? I put in someone's reading last week, it was about 2 for me and 1 for you, 2 for me and 1 for you, showing that your stuff is your own, not someone else's, rather than 1 for them, 1 for them, 1 for them, and none for me kind of thing. But then I saw something yesterday that was more like 6 for yourself. This was about abundance as well. It was 6 for yourself and 1 for someone else. It was keeping your energy for yourself. So you're tearing yourself apart about abundance. And this is what's coming up for you. Love what is and make love. This is about love coming in, love going out. This is imbalances. Showing up in your abundance, it's showing up in everywhere else too, the imbalances that you've got. Love coming in, love going out. And that's what abundance is. It's the same thing. It's just love in a different energy. And so you're wanting to give out more than you receive. You need to sort that out. It's not just affecting your abundance, but this full moon is going to shake that bit up for you. Barbara, what to let go of this full moon? You're about 11 hours behind, so the full moon isn't tomorrow. Isn't till tomorrow night, yeah. It's on the 5th. It's on the 5th here. So I think it's on the 5th for everybody, is it, this time? Yeah, so if anyone wants one of those full moon readings, I'll pop a link for it in there. I've put $30 off them at the moment, so it's back to my old price. I'll show you the new prices. Barbara. Barbara's scared of this reading. Now, Barbara, this is forgiving yourself about past relationships, but it's not forgiving yourself for what you did wrong. That would take you even more out of alignment. This is forgiving yourself for what you weren't accepting for yourself, what you weren't asking for yourself, what you weren't allowing for yourself. So this is you setting the bar too low, you settling for scraps and then feeling terrible about it. And then when you look back at the relationship, you asking yourself, what did I do wrong? And then getting yourself even more out of alignment, because it wasn't that you did something wrong. You didn't do something to them. You did something to yourself. You did something to yourself, Barbara. You were expecting way too low. And so this full moon, it's asking you to look back at that and see it in a different light, like how you're harming yourself in there, not like how you're harming the other person, how you're harming yourself, and forgive yourself for that, for not expecting more. You see, it's overwhelming you. This whole relationship thing is overwhelming you because you think that you're not giving enough yet, and you're giving too much. You're not expecting enough for yourself. You're not reaching for enough for yourself. You're not asking for enough for yourself. So your thoughts about it, it's in the wrong direction. This is like someone that gives all the stuff away and then thinks that they need to give more away, and it's not true. They're constantly asking themselves, how much more do I need to give? And it's like, no, you need to receive more. You need to stop giving and receive more. And so for you, Barbara, you need to set your sights higher and expect more and ask for more and all of that. And then forgive yourself for not doing that in the past, for not looking after yourself in the past. Not going for what you really wanted. That's why it's overwhelming to you, because you're trying to give even more when you're over giving in the first place. That kind of energy. Anyone else want one? My cards are cleanse and be firmer. I've got to be firmer in letting go. And also about my work as well. So don't forget, the card of the day is self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. Hey, Lisa. Do you want one, Lisa? Before I sign off. Lisa, this full moon for you. Appreciating yourself more, finding that within, not looking for validation from someone else, not looking for that appreciation from outside of yourself, not keeping asking other people if they like you, if they like what you're doing and all of that. You've got to find it within yourself first. You've got to become your own cheerleader. You've got to find that self-appreciation, that you telling yourself, I'm doing good, this is good, I'm in the right direction, that kind of thing. Your higher self is saying you're asking for something, you want to create something new, and it keeps on saying you can't yet, Lisa, because you're still not appreciating yourself enough for you to move forward, because it's not going to work if you're not appreciating yourself. And so that is what's going on for you, Lisa. You're being prepared for what you're asking for what you want to create. You've got to sort that. You've got to be focused on yourself and appreciating yourself, and not looking for that from outside of you, not looking for that love from other people, not looking for that validation from other people, not looking for other people to say, oh yeah, the stuff that you're doing, Lisa, is good, you should go for that. Thinking that for yourself. And yeah. Oh, I missed Self 345 out. It's Dita. I'm getting good at remembering names. So Dita, you've already got guidance. Your higher self has already given you guidance about relationships. It's asking you to tap back into that guidance again. So you've been getting signs, or maybe my last reading for you was about relationships. And so it says, remember that, connect the dots. It's about connections, it's about relationships. And this flowing, is this thought useful? So your thoughts, it's like you get guidance and then you question it. It's like you get some intuition and then you question it. Is that really true? And then you overthink it, and then your thoughts take you in an opposite direction. And then your higher self has got to go, I've got to give deep to that guidance again and see if she'll stay on track with it this time and believe it. And so you've been sidelined, you've thought yourself away from the guidance that came in, and your higher self wants you to get back to that guidance that you've got. Think about it again, meditate on it again. Maybe don't think about it, because it's your thoughts that take you off in a different direction and you make it mean something else. It's alright, Tita, it's alright. It's good for my brain to remember people's names when they've got random YouTube, or it's Google, isn't it? It's our Google names that come up on this. People get so confused. They're like, why can't I comment on YouTube? It's like you've got to be logged in, and it's Google that you've got to be logged into. It's so confusing. Thank you for coming along, everybody. Don't forget, click like on this video. It really helps me out. And if you want to guess how many cards are in this bag, not at the moment, but when all the cards go back in, just, yeah, comment on with your guess. Comment on the video with your guess, on any video, as many times as you want. Just one per video, though. And then whoever guesses the right number the first will win a reading with me. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. I hope you survived the full moon okay. If you want one of those full moon readings, there's the link for it again. I'll be on tomorrow because my half price reading sale is starting tonight, so you can catch that as well if you've been waiting for the biggest block readings to come up in the half price sale. That'll be starting in about 12 hours. Have a great day, everybody. See you next time. Bye.